How's it going, Mets and overall baseball fans? But I know it's not going good if you're a Mets fan. If you're a Yanks fan, you're real happy tonight and you're excited, and congratulations to you. But if you're a Mets fan like me, you're beyond pissed off. Why? Because the Mets continue to find new ways to lose, dropping Game 1 in their Subway Series matchup against the Yanks by a final score of 7-6. The Mets were winning this ball game 5-1 at one point in this game. Yes, they were winning at 5-1 at one point in this ball game, and they still managed to lose by a final score of 7-6. If you're wondering where I am, why I'm not live right now, it's because I'm in town. I'm in Queens as we speak. However, not at the game, because my car decided to quite literally collapse on me as I was driving to Citi Field from PA today. Literally a 2.5-hour drive with just under an hour left, only 12 miles away. Why? Because of New York traffic, as many of you guys know. And my car started overheating. I was having a water pump issue, and because of that reason, I put over 4 gallons in my car today just to try preventing it overheating on the side of the road on the highway. But it wasn't good at all. Thankfully, I got to my hotel in one piece. I'll be in town all the way until early on Friday because there's a big event coming up soon that I can't wait to share with you guys that I will be in attendance of. But let's talk about this Mets ball game. I wasn't there tonight, and that ended up being a good thing. Maybe they would have won if I was there. I'm not too sure because I've done well at Citi Field. I will be at the game tomorrow behind home plate, so look out for your boy. I don't think I'll be on TV. I'm not too sure, however. Shout out to Dan with the ticket hookup. As always, he's such a beauty. But guys, the Mets dropped this game 7-6, and it starts and ends with Max Scherzer doing his best Justin Verlander impression there in Hotlanta. 3 innings of 6 earned run ball. Thank you so much, Mad Max, for giving me a steaming pile of dog shit that you call a start tonight. Max and JV got to give them credit. They're consistently going out there and being inconsistent, just like this entire Metropolitan team. It doesn't matter if you're the offense. It doesn't matter if you're the pitching. Nothing has continued to be in unison. The Mets are now, if I'm not mistaken, are 5 games below 500. Absolutely pathetic performance. Anything that could have went wrong is continuing to go wrong for the New York Mets. Not the Mets, the New York Mets. That is what this team has been. It frustrates me to all hell that I'm even talking like this, but I have to because that is how piss poor this team has performed. Max Scherzer, what do you need from him in the Subway Series matchup like this? You need a gutsy outing. You're facing Luis Severino, who has been anything but good over his past couple starts here now, and the Yanks fans will be the first to tell you that. Mets again had a 4-run lead, just like how they had 3-run leads in 3 consecutive games against the Braves and blew it all for the first time in their Metropolitan history. Now they come out again, 5-1 lead up on the Yanks, and they do nothing with it. The offense starts with Giancarlo Stanton hitting that bomb, and then thankfully, right after Brandon Nimmo with a leadoff bomb, Jeff McHitz with a 2-run single or double there, whichever one it was, because I already forgot. And then, of course, Luis Gourmet driving in runs. Marte was able to drive and run. They're able to produce offense, and that's great. But then Max Scherzer completely crumbles. So as frustrating as the Mets offense was down the stretch today, the biggest blame is going to the pitching. Max Scherzer was anything but good. That's a problem. And this rotation right now is quite literally in shambles with 2 $40 million a year players at 40 years of age basically each, doing anything but being a consistent starter, let alone a dominant starter, which is what you're hoping to get when you signed him to those short-term high AAV deals. Just absolutely pathetic. And now let's get on to the offense. Actually, before we get there, Drew Smith, how you doing? You're not doing well. Why? Because he got ejected from this game with sticky stuff. Now, I don't know exactly what the specifics are there. Frustrating as all hell. Happened to Max earlier this year when I truly believe it shouldn't have happened. Phil Cuzzy, the biggest schmuck of an official in baseball. And now, of course, you see Drew Flo thrown out of the game right away. You saw Gary and Ron really animated, especially Ron, not happy with the inconsistencies that officials have that dictate what is sticky and what isn't. One may say it is, the other may say it's not. Regardless, Drew Smith now faces an automatic 10-game suspension. So this Mets bullpen that's already in shambles, that's already having to rely on Dominic Leone and John Curtis. Thank you to them for having quality innings for the Mets tonight, unlike Max Scherzer and Drew Smith getting thrown out. But the Mets are really scratching and clawing at any type of arm with substance to come into this pen, because that is how much they lack the depth right now. And now they take another big hit by losing what has been a fairly reliable arm for them. Again, not a guy that I absolutely love because he has been inconsistent, but Drew Smith is still on the higher totem pole than, say, the Tommy Hunters of the world. So that's certainly not good. So he's out for 10 games. John Curtis comes in, gets an easy 1-2-3 inning. That's great. The Mets have multiple runners on with less than 2 out in the 6th inning, if I'm not mistaken, if not the 7th. And, of course, they do nothing with it. Lindor gets a walk. Marte strikes out to end the inning. So frustrating. Then we get to the 8th. Bases loaded. Less than 2 out. They bring in Holmes, and he gets the job done. He strikes out Lindor. Lindor with an absolute pitiful at-bat there. pathetic stuff. You need Lindor to be better there, and he simply wasn't, which is unfortunate. I expected more from him tonight. Really disappointed that. And then Starling Marte, second straight at bat where he had multiple runners on with 2 out, and he did nothing with it, striking out. And of course, we saw there in the 9th. So also shout out to Brett the Met for driving in a run tonight as well. So the Mets again, 6 runs. You think that's enough? No, it's not enough when Max Scherzer gives it up right away. And of course, down the stretch, the Mets could not convert against the adversity that they faced early on. Continue their inconsistencies. The frustration is at an all-time high with this club. Absolutely pathetic performance overall. They continue to lose nail-biting, heartbreaking, one-run ball games that has been their demise so much as of late, between the Braves to the Pittsburgh Pirates losing 2-1, and now here dropping 7-6 to the Yanks. So Mets fans, let me know your thoughts down below. How are you feeling after another heartbreaking loss? How are you feeling about this club right now? Because I'm not feeling good, if I'm being frank with you guys. And for all my Yankees fans, I know you're going to spam in the comments being hyped. Congratulations. But we'll see what happens there in Game 2 of the Subway Series matchup tomorrow between JV and Garrett Cole. I wish I would be more excited than what I am right now. I'll be in attendance, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to go try to enjoy my night. I highly implore you guys to do the same if you're out and about on this beautiful Tuesday night. But that's it. Mets dropped 7-6. I don't know what else to say. Peace out, folks.